Hi, everybody. This is Troy from Equality, Utah. Thanks for tuning in. Today is a day that we've been expecting for a while, and we've got concerns. House Bill 302 has dropped from Representative Kira Birkeland, and this legislation is harsh. It is a total ban on transgender youth participating in sports. Specifically, the bill discriminates against transgender girls, and it is a blatant violation of NCAA policies. And if this bill were to pass, it would likely bring Utah universities into conflict with the NCAA. Further, this bill was written in isolation of the LGBTQ community. Transgender Utahns were not consulted in the drafting. Equality Utah was not consulted. This legislation violates the very spirit of the Utah Way, which brings stakeholders together to solve complex problems. That's not what's happening with this bill. And look, we know where this bill comes from. It is the product of the Alliance Defending Freedom, the ironic name. They are a vicious anti-LGBTQ organization that has been attacking our community for decades. And they failed in their campaigns against LGBT adults. So they've shifted their tactics and their efforts and their energy to target transgender children. And I'm not going to say that these issues aren't complex or they shouldn't be addressed smartly. They should. But a lot of people have knee-jerk reactions to the issues of transgender girls participating in sports. It triggers a lot of emotions. It fires up passions. I was disappointed today to see Senator Romney kind of off the cuff discount the experience of trans athletes. And all of this just tells me that we have more work that we need to do. We have more difficult conversations to have. And we are most certainly going to reach out to Senator Romney and have those conversations. That's how we make progress, through dialogue. I know it feels good to go on social media and just fire off how angry we are about things, but truly we've got to take that frustration and that anger that we have, and we have to channel it into having conversations that move and open people's hearts. That's how we can create change. And so I want to come back. No, transgender children are not trying to harm girls' sports. It's not an either-or scenario. We can celebrate girls' sports and not discriminate against transgender children. And we want to make sure that all young people can thrive and excel in school. We have to thread the needle between fairness, equity, and inclusion. And, transgender people are different, just like cisgender people are different. Being transgender does not automatically mean that you're going to win at every sport that you play. The majority of transgender athletes, like non-transgender athletes, never make it to the elite level, and they just want to play for fun with their friends, especially at school, to cultivate a sense of belonging, to develop the pro-social skills of teamwork and leadership and just working hard to achieve a goal. That's why people and young people participate in sports. So that's really the heart of this. And people are trying to inflame these passions. We're seeing all these newspaper stories about LGBT or transgender people being a threat to girls' sports. We've heard all this rhetoric before. We've heard all of it before. Gay people are a threat to society, right? And it's wearisome to keep litigating and fighting against these kind of bills. But here we are. But I want you to see this as an opportunity to create change, because we are in it right now. So I really do believe, I know this in my heart, when people come together to solve problems and ratchet down the hyperbole, then progress can be made. So this is what we need your help to do. Go online to equalityutah.org. Go up to Take Action. A little pop-up window will happen. You can find your representative. Please email them, call them, text them. Ask them to vote no on HB 302. And if you are a member of the transgender community, if you are the parent of a transgender child, give them a call. Text them and say, can we meet? Go in and just share your story. I don't need you to debate sports stats, and get into the weeds on all these complex issues. I just need you to open your heart up and tell them the concerns that you have with the legislation and your hopes for your life here in Utah. So yeah, we've got to have you involved in that way. To all the transgender children and the youth in Utah, I want you to know I love you. I believe in you. I believe that you are here to teach all of us adults how to open our hearts to love bigger and better than we have before. You're challenging us to think beyond the binaries of male and female. You're calling us to a higher purpose of life and love. And I'm so grateful to you for that. I'm your ally, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make Utah a state that you can feel proud to call home. So let's do this work together. Thank you so much.